Hey guys, Pink Lunatic here, and I will be discussing a My Hero Academia and Pokémon crossover. In this video, I will be talking about what Pokémon I think would suit Eri as a Pokémon trainer. This video will contain spoilers of the My Hero Academia anime, so do be warned. Eri is a very young girl in the My Hero Academia series. She has not really had the best start in life, and her quirk is very desirable to the villain Kai Chisaki. Kai Chisaki wishes to erase all quirks, and in doing so he uses Eri in a very cruel way, taking her life, using her blood and then reviving her to repeat the process. Of course this causes Eri a lot of pain and suffering, so she is a shy and timid girl as a result. Her quirk, Rewind, has healing properties, but without control it can cause someone to vanish, so it's completely broken. So when picking her Pokémon, I will be keeping this in mind. Some of you may agree with my choices and some of you may not. This is all just my opinion. Anyway, going by her appearance, she has white blue long hair with big red eyes. She is very cute and must be protected. Due to her horn, I often nickname her the Unicorn Girl. So the first Pokemon I picked was Galarian Ponyta. Plus, ponies and unicorns are very popular amongst small girls for the most part. Appearance wise, these two share similarities, or at least the same aesthetic. Both generate healing-like powers within their horns. As stated by Ponyta's Pokédex entry, its small horn hides a healing power. With a few rubs of this Pokemon's horn, any slight wound you have will be healed. Eri's Rewind power also comes from her horn and is able to heal injuries by reverting it back to the previous state. You can already see why this Pokemon is very well suited to our Eri. And come on, these two just look so cute together. You know what they say, people look like their pets. Eri's appearance is very deceiving, as she's very small and looks innocent, but she's extremely strong. This is much like the next Pokemon I'm about to give her, which is Esper. Esper is a very cute and innocent looking Pokemon, as well as having huge eyes, just like Eri. Esper also has some incredibly strong powers, which it struggles to control, much like Eri does. Eri is so powerful that she can actually rewind people out of existence. She of course did this by accident to her own father. Esper's Pokédex entries state that there's enough power in Esper to send a wrestler flying, but because this power can't be controlled, Esper finds this power troublesome. Much like how Eri can't control and stop her quirk once it starts. We can assume Esper and Eri can't control their powers because they both haven't developed and haven't been trained enough yet. I mean, Esper is still in its first evolution stage, kind of similar to how Eri is still a young girl. Moving on to the next Pokemon, which is an extremely rare Pokemon to say the least. Not to mention its ability to go back in time kinda relates to Eri's quirk, Rewind. You must have guessed that the Pokemon I'm talking about is Celebi. Celebi has the power to travel back in time and visit those at different stages in life. It can essentially go back in time and stop potential injuries, in essence rewinding in some way. I will say now though, Celebi is also pretty well suited to the character Night Eye, as his quirk is Foresight. Now the other thing about Eri is her quirk is a mutation. It's not passed down, unique to anything anyone has ever seen, almost legendary or mythical to a degree. Celebi, being as rare as it is a well sought after Pokemon, much how Eri is very desirable to Chisaki. The next Pokemon is not to be messed with. I chose this Pokemon because it reminded me of Eri's relationship with Mirio and Deku. This Pokemon would protect Eri at all costs because of its overly protective nature, and that Pokemon would be Drampa. Drampa loves to make friends with children and makes the best babysitter ever. Also, Drampa would be so protective over Eri. Don't mess with her because Drampa will find you and probably try to kill you. I mean, one of its Pokédex entry literally states, if a child it made friends with is bullied, Drampa will find the bully's house and burn it to the ground. Don't mess with Drampa, he will find and obliterate you. This next Pokemon may come as a surprise to you guys, as it's certainly not a Pokemon that instantly came to my mind either. The Pokemon I'm talking about is Routes. Routes' Pokédex entry states, Routes senses the emotions of people using the horns on its head. This Pokemon rarely appears before people, but when it does, it draws closer if it senses that the person has a positive disposition. Routes uses the power in its horns to sense emotions, similar to how Eri's power comes from her horn. Also notice how Eri naturally gravitated towards kind people such as Deku and Mirio. She is able to sense those with a kind disposition, much like Routes is able to. If you know what Eri likes, you may have an idea on the last Pokemon that I chose to be on her team. So in Eri's character sheet, it's described that she has a fondness of apples. This led me into my final decision, and the Pokemon I chose for her was Aplin. I mean, what a perfect choice. Eri likes eating apples, so why not give her a Pokemon that she can eat too? I mean, all jokes aside, I think Aplin will just make a cute addition to her team. If one thing's clear, they both can certainly share their love of apples. Aplin evolves by eating either a sweet or tart apple. Yep, these two would get along great. Now that's 6 Pokemon I could see Eri have on her team. However, there is one honourable mention, and that Pokemon is Eevee. Because Eevee has unstable DNA, this makes Eri relatable to Eevee, as Eri's DNA is a result of a mutation. Plus Eevee is hella cute. Thanks for watching the video guys. If you want to see more of me, give me a sub and give the video a thumbs up. Links to all my social medias will be dropped below.